Body of missing fisherman recovered off the coast of Crawford in St. Elizabeth. The body of a missing fisherman was recovered off the coast of Crawford in St. Elizabeth. The name of the deceased has not been released. The Jamaica Defense Force JDF, which participated in the recovery efforts, said the fisherman was among 3 people who departed the Crawford Beach area to conduct diving activities. When he failed to resurface after the dive, the JDF was contacted on Sunday, June 8, to conduct search and rescue operations to locate him. The assets of the JDF's air wing were deployed, and after an extensive search, the crew of the JDF helicopter spotted the body approximately 1.3 nautical miles south of Crawford community. The JDF said it notified the Jamaica Constabulary Force Marine Police Division, which recovered the fisherman's body and transported it to ashore. Man arrested in abduction and murder of UTech student remanded until June 30. The man arrested on suspicion of the abduction and murder of University of Technology student Anissa Dilworth was remanded until June 30, giving the police more time to complete their probe. Attorney Davian Vassar told the St. Catherine Parish Court that on June 2nd, he made an application on the 29-year-old suspect's behalf and that a judge had ruled his client should be released or charged by yesterday. The police said they had applied to the court for an order to compel the suspect to give access to his cellular phones, and he disobeyed. They said he was charged under the Cybercrimes Act for failure to obey a production order. The attorney expressed shock that he was not made aware of that development and insisted his client be released. However, the police informed the court that a DNA analysis is still outstanding and that tests on salt found in the suspected vehicle are due, as well as information on his 2 cellular phones. As of such, Sheena Parish Court Judge Justice Desiree ruled that the police would be given until the month's end to complete the murder investigation. On May 17, skeletal remains suspected to be that of Dilworth, who had been missing, was discovered on a beach in Helshaw, St. Catherine. An investigation was launched by the Portmore Criminal Investigations Branch, which resulted in the suspect being held. Knockpatrick residents protest police fatal shooting. Placard-bearing residents of Lucky Street and Pitcher Lane in Knockpatrick, Manchester on Tuesday blocked a section of the Knockpatrick Main Road in protest over the fatal shooting of Moses Morgan last Wednesday by the police. Moses, otherwise called Osa, was fatally shot by the police during an alleged confrontation inside his home. However, residents have doubled down on the challenges police claim and question whether Morgan was killed in the presence of his son. "We want justice," a group of women chanted. "They killed my cousin cold-blooded, and they find gun pon him, and them no find no gun, just because them a thief him goat, and him leave and go mandeville fi go to them, get him look a hustle, and the police them come and see him, carry him a 1 yard, in him own yard, and kill him, and see a shootout," a woman in the midst of the protest claimed. "A justice me want. Him did have the right and him kill him. We want justice, and we are locked down the road. Now the people come and say him a go kill my cousin and make him lie down and links like us, she a dead. They need to come and tell me why they killed the youth. Him innocent," another resident claimed. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness declares that days of undertaking projects for an election are gone. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness has declared that the days of undertaking projects for an election are gone. Dr. Holness was outlining a number of road projects being undertaken, noting that many people would criticize that they are being done for the upcoming general election. However, he said that is not the case. Speaking at the handing over of a 3 planters unit, Dr. Holness indicated that for the projects to be done, the government would have been working for years before. He stated that the plan for this piece of equipment began 2 years ago.
We have a program which we call CAPEX, and that program is underway. I announced that program in 2022, I believe, and that program involved the upgrade, widening, and some amount of realignment of certain critical roadways across Jamaica, in particular Kingston and in the soon-to-be parish of Portmore. So that CAPEX project took a little while to get off the ground. But bear in mind that from the point of announcement to the point of execution, there is project development, procurement, contracting, and then contract execution. All kinds of things have to be done before we actually break ground and lay asphalt. So there are persons who would say, boy, it's just because election is coming, that's why we're doing all of this. Not recognizing that those days are gone. You should pay attention to the government making the announcement and then actually being able to make the delivery. I announced this in 2023, 2 years ago. It had to be scoped as a necessary capital expenditure. We had to justify the expenditure through the public investment process. Then it had to be procured. These are not pieces of equipment sitting in a showroom somewhere. So we had to put out a public tender. Then they would have had to build to specs, and that takes some time, and then it would have to be delivered. And so here we are. So the lesson from this that the Jamaican electorate should pay attention to is that your government has been working. We have not been sitting down twiddling our thumbs and then come to make promises that are empty. No, we have been working and we have been able to deliver.
New sign unveiled at Hope Gardens. Hope Gardens in St. Andrew is now home to the fourth Jamaica Icon Experience, an initiative of the Tourism Production Development Company, TPDCO. The Jamaican Icon Experience sign was unveiled by Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett on Tuesday, June 10. This space features aluminum-framed letters spelling hope with plants inserted, and a platform to the rear of the structure, a forecourt plaza, and an in-suite curb wall, 2 planters boxes, and ascend lighting fixtures. As the largest public green space in the Kingston metropolitan region, Minister Bartlett said Hope Gardens is the fitting location for the fourth Jamaica Icon Experience and will serve as more than an alluring landmark. It is a symbol of renewal, a celebration of our heritage, and a powerful tool in our strategy to enhance our destination's appeal, he noted. Bartlett emphasized that the initiative aligned with the government's vision to position Jamaica not just as a destination but as a story, an experience to be embraced firsthand. A space like this, rich in flora, layered in history, and beloved by locals, is an opportunity to deepen our production offering in Kingston destination, he noted. The member noted that tourism is not merely about visitor number and occupied rooms, but also national pride, shared spaces, and experiences that leave a lasting impression. Today, we deepen this impact not just for international guests, but for our people, for the children who will play here, the couples who will get married here, and the artists who will find inspiration here. That's why we have been preaching that tourism is for everybody, Bartlett noted. TPDCO Executive Director Wade Mars described the Jam Icon experience as one of the company's proudest initiatives, emphasizing its role in developing Jamaica's tourism product in an authentic, inclusive, and inspiring way. This isn't signage, it's more symbolism. This is a placemaking. It's about creating landmarks that connect people to their culture, to their history, and their pride, he noted. Mars noted that Jamaica's parks, gardens, and cultural spaces are powerful parts of the island's tourism product. I encourage every Jamaican to see this space as a photo op and a reminder that we live in a country worth celebrating. And when we beautifully preserved our space, we're not only investing in tourism, but we're investing in community, our identity and pride, he noted. TPDCO handed over gardening tools to assist with the signed maintenance and inked a memorandum of understanding to adapt an area at the 237-acre park. The other Jam Icon experiences are located at Foreshore Road in Falmouth, Trelawney, the Sangster International Airport Runabout in Montego Bay, St. James, and in Negril, Westmoreland. The Jam Icon experience is designed to highlight Jamaica's rich cultural and historical heritage through iconic landmarks and immersive storytelling. The project involves the installation of visually striking signs and storyboards at key locations, offering both locals and visitors a deeper connection to Jamaica's history and identity. To subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.